Hello everybody. I thought I'd do a little bit of a hair tutorial-ish on how I do one of my vintage hairstyles, because when I go to a lot of events, a lot of people ask me like how I do my hair. Now, I'm not a professional hairdresser. I don't do things probably the way that other people do it. This is just how I do it. And hopefully it gives you some ideas and some inspiration. So today I'm going to have a go at doing some victory rolls with some curls in the middle and then my hair down. So in order to do this, and if you're doing victory rolls in general, you need some hairspray. It can be any good hairspray. This one I actually get from Lidl's and it is dirt cheap. It's like 97p a bottle, and I swear to you it is the best hairspray I've ever used. Your hair doesn't go anywhere. So hairspray, a little brush. I don't know what you call this brush, but one of these brushes, and this is really good for taming and lots of back combing. You can get these from a pound shop, really cheap. And then some form, now not everybody does this, but I do, oops, of like a little barrel or a little lid, which is like that thing, so nothing bigger than that. This is just a lid I use on my heated rollers, hair curling things, whatever you call them. And that's to get the shape of the roll. So I actually learned that off Kitten Von Mew. She taught me how to do that, so thank you, Kitten. It's a little hair tip I learned from her. So ideally your hair needs to be dirty, and at the moment mine is straight and it's probably about a day old, so it might be a bit tricky to do, and you probably might hear me swear because it's probably not going to play a game today, but we'll give it a go. But the idea is the dirtier your hair, the better, because it will hold better. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is I'm going to take a middle section of hair and I'm just going to tie it in a bobble. It's going to look silly, but that is what I'm going to do my little curls for. Okay, so as you can see, you've got hair down the side. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a section of hair and I'm going to spray it with some hairspray. So the idea is you take it like that. Try not to leave any sort of like, you know, like I've got a bit of a gap there. Just get it all from the side. I hope this is making sense. It makes sense to me. So I'm gonna, to give it a bit of texture so it'll hold, I'm gonna spray it with some hairspray. And then I'm gonna start back combing it upwards. And this looks absolutely ridiculous, but it will be something, I promise. So lots of back combing, particularly on the inside of the hair. Okay, then I'm going to gather it. I don't know if I've done enough back combing. Ideally, you want to try and get in near the root as well to give it a bit of volume. Okay, so then I'm just going to comb upwards and just tame it on the outside, and then spray a little bit of hairspray just to keep it in place. Try and get a bit closer. Oop. So there's some strays there. Okay. By the way, the squeaking is the chair. In case you're wondering what that is, I'm on a little buffet. So I'm going to wrap it around the barrel, tucking the ends of the hair in so it doesn't go anywhere. And then I'm going to roll it up. Now, what I like to do before taking the barrel out is just give it a spray, because as you can see, there's some sticky hairs there. And if you've got layers in your hair like I have, it's not ideal for the styles because it sticks everywhere, but you can spray it down. One thing I did forget to mention is you need lots of hair grips, which I have here. And when I say lots, I mean lots. Now, I know there's a lot of professional vintage hairstylers on my page. They will not need loads of hair grips because they're really good at doing this. So as I said, this is just my way of doing it. So you want to take it sort of up to the top. Obviously try not to take it too far over because you need space for your little curls in the middle. And then you just secure it in place. And I like to do it on the inside. Now that is actually a bit bigger. The sort of hole there for the victuals is a bit bigger than I like, but just because it's going to take me forever, and I just want to show you a basic step by step of how to do it. But that's, you know, the more you do it, the neater your vitriols are. So that's sort of up now. Okay, but like I say, you ideally want to make it small and tight at the top. That is a bit big today, but we'll give it a go. So I'm going to repeat the same thing on this side. Oops. Take the hair up, make sure it's all up, and then spray it with some hairspray. That went in my eye. Lots of back combing. Oh, I've just inhaled that hairspray. Oh gosh, that's strong. So back combing upwards, remember, and try and get at the roots as well, so you're not completely flat. Now normally I do this sat at my vanity table with a mirror, but I've been kicked downstairs because my husband is currently on his PC in the bedroom, and he's very noisy when he plays his games, so I've had to come down here. So I don't normally do this in the living room in front of my banner, but it was the only option I had. So you're going to tame it on the sides with a bit of hairspray. Get the barrel roller, which I'll put that in there. I'll try and do this one a bit tighter, so wrapping the end around, and then nice and tight. And I'm going to spray it, make sure it's neat. Now, as you can see at the moment, as you can see through it, looks like I've been shot at through my hair. Try to close the back down. So push the hair down to close that so it looks a bit more full. And then just put it in place. And you can feel where the vitriol needs support. And like there's a bit of a gap there, so I'm just gonna. So I mean I'm doing this with the curls in the middle, but you don't have to. You can literally just do 2 vitriols, just like that, but push them together. And you can also do 3 as well. The same technique, but you just section it into 3 parts, back comb it, roll it. It's all about practicing. I mean, I've been doing this 10 years. So I've had 10 years practice, and it's, like I say, it's not neat, but you know, it is within the style. I think it's passable. So the next thing, I'm going to do the little curls. Now, the easiest way is actually hair rollers overnight, so then the curls are already there. But if you don't want to do that and you want a quick fix, you need to use some heated roller. I keep calling them rollers. Heated tongs. My rolls just come out there. So I'm just going to show you like one of these, and then I'm going to pause the video, and then when I unpause it, I'll show you what to do in the next step, because otherwise it'd be very boring, you're just watching me curl my hair. So you need like 2 separate rows for these curls to make them look full. So I'll probably get 2 small curls out of this section, although I'm finding it quite hard to section off. Okay, so I'm going to do 1 curl with this piece of hair, so I'll just show you. So you just take your curling tongs and you roll it, and try not to burn yourself. So I'm basically going to curl all this section into like little tiny rolls. Okay, so I'm just going to pause, and when I return, you will see what happens next. And voila, like magic, I've got some curls. Now, I've only managed to get 3 curls out of that section of hair. So once I've curled it, and the curls need to be fairly tight, so make sure that your, what's this called again? Your curling hair tong thing. Is small, or you know, because if you use a large one, you're going to not get as tight curls. So I'm going to just hairspray it first of all, so they hold, And this next step is what I like to call winging it. So there's different ways you can do this. Now it's all about really just placing the curls where they look good. And sometimes it works, which I think if I'm lucky, it may just work. And sometimes it doesn't, and I just get frustrated and start swearing. I haven't swore yet, so we're good. So yeah, I don't know if you saw what I did there, I just twisted it back. And I'm just going to grip the back of the twist. So then it'll hold it up there for me. And then I just kind of place them where it looks okay. And the idea is it looks full. And then I'm just going to grip the curls down. I don't know if you can see. Just like that. I don't want to jinx myself, but I feel like that has just worked miraculously. So I'm just gripping all the little curls down, pushing the grips inside, and again just placing them. So I think it needs a bit of teasing, but that is, I've done it. Oh my god, I'm so lucky. So that is yeah, that's it really for the top half. Now the bottom half, there's two things you can do. I'm going to curl it today because I want to wear it down, but if you're not and you feel like you want to wear it up, which looks really nice, backcomb your hair, lots of hairspray, just like you do for the vitrios, and then you just roll it at the back like this, and then stick loads of hairpins in it, and then look, you can see, that's that. I don't know if you can see around the back. So that's if you want to wear it up, but as I said, I want to wear mine down today. Oh, I forgot to, again, hairspray is your best friend with these styles. Really go over it. So what I'm going to do now is I'm just simply going to curl the ends of my hair. So again, I'll show you just, we're doing one curl, and then I'll pause it and show you the end result. So what I'm going to do to make it look like I've got thicker hair, I'm going to section it into two spots. So that's like, I don't know if you can see, I've just done that. And I'm gonna just grip that on top of my head. To get that out of the way, and I'm gonna curl the bottom in sections. Again, a nice tight curl, so leave the tongs on not too long, you don't want to burn your hair, but long enough so that you get nice tight curls. So I'll just show you this one, and then we'll skip to me having a full head of curls. So again, it's annoying because I've got layers in and it comes out, so I'm just gonna do this. I actually can't believe I've managed to do that so easily. Like, believe me, that is a fluke, because normally it takes me ages, absolutely ages. And my hair isn't actually this red, but under this light looks like my hair is proper red. Look like Mary Queen of Scots a bit. So I'm just leaving it a bit longer because I want to make sure that we've got a nice tight curl. Now, as I said, the easiest way without heat damage is actually putting rollers in your hair overnight, you know, the soft rollers. Again, small thin rollers, keep them really small, and tight curls, and brushing out your hair is easier and doesn't damage it. If this video isn't too boring and you find it easy and it helps you, I might do another one to show you about brushing out your curls. Again, I'm not a professional hairdresser. This is just my way of doing it, and hopefully by me sharing some of these tips with you, you can have a go. Because I know when I go to Holland, there's a lot of the ladies that like to do their hair, and they always ask me, and it's easier to show somebody, you know, than tell them. So I think this is nearly ready to come out. Yeah, okay, so you can see it's a lovely tight curl, and each curl I'm just going to spray it with my good old cheap hairspray from Lidl's. So I'm going to pause it there, and when I return I will have a full head of curls. Okay, just before I show you a full head of hair, I'm just going to show you, I've just curled the bottom section, and now I'm going to curl this section that I put up. So I'm just going to let that down, and I'm going to start curling again in small sections. And again, doing it that way, there's just more volume. Okay, so see you in a second. Okay, now as you can see that my hair is all curled and I've given it another healthy dose of hairspray. It's looking a little bit Marie Antoinette. So what I like to do, I think I've missed a spot there, which I'll go over later. So yeah, check for stray hairs like that. Yeah, what I like to do is I like to leave the curls as they are until I'm ready to go out, and then I'd like to put my fingers through it and just separate the curls a bit. I think probably separating is better than fingers through. And when they've set a bit more, you can even take a brush through them and just brush them out slightly. This doesn't work so well if you've used tongs. It works more when you've had hair rollers in, but it just gives you that 40s wave and shape. And then to tame like the sort of bushiness, a little bit of wax. Okay, and that is pretty much how you do a 1940s hairstyle, or one of them. There's many others to try, but this is the one that I'm going for today. Hopefully if you've not found this video boring, I'll do another one and show you a different style. But that is my 1940s look, and you can also add a flower to your hair to accentuate, or a hat. So yeah, that's it. Hope that helped you, give you a couple of tips. Lots of practice though, try not to get too frustrated, it takes time. Okay, thank you for watching.